Well, joining us to discuss this story further is Max Eppel, a barrister and sports agent. Thanks very much, Max. And first of all, just explain to us the procedure, why, in fact, he's already been banned at the moment.
Well, these are what's known as strict liability offences, which generally means that in the usual way it works is that if you are innocent until proven guilty. With doping offences, it's the other way around, so the player has to prove that he's innocent.
OK, and why is there such a wide range of punishment? We're hearing that it could go from a warning to 2 years of suspension. It's
just the fact that's the way it's laid down in the code. And it depends on the circumstances, it depends on the substance, and it depends what else took place.
And what's available for the player now? What can Kolo Toure do from this point going forwards?
Well, what will probably happen is that he'll be called into a personal interview with the FA. He'll be allowed to explain himself. If they are not satisfied, then they'll go ahead and suspend him. At the moment, he's provisionally suspended. He will have a chance to put forward some mitigation, and if he can show that what he took did not have any impact on his sporting performance, then there may well be an avenue there.
How quickly, Max, will this process take?
Well, as I always advise my clients, Craig, is that it's better to take our time to collate the evidence, figure out our strategy, and then unload with both barrels, rather than go in there half-cocked and mess up what might be the one chance.
Could this whole thing be cleaned up in, maybe not the right terminology, but can it be sorted out? And are we talking a week or two, or could it rumble on for 4, 5, 6 weeks?
I'd say it's weeks rather than days.
OK, thanks very much for that. In terms of the player, Kolo Toure, what will Manchester City be missing in the time that he is suspended?
Well, they're also obviously going to miss a leader, but in saying that, he didn't play in the Manchester United derby. They have got the likes of Boyata, Company's injured, Jerome Boateng, who's essentially a full-back but has played centre-half before, has played there for Germany. Richards can play in there as well, Lescott, so they have got a lot of defensive options. I suppose even his brother Yaya Toure could go back, sit in there and play. So there are options, but it's far from ideal for the club. It's certainly far from ideal from the player himself. It will be a worrying time. And when I suppose you're looking at it, I think they're out the title race, but their battle now is the Champions League places, and this is certainly not going to help.
And Max, because this has been all over the papers, today, and it will rumble on, do you think that if this is something completely innocent, that the player will be able to carry on and clear his name?
It's not really a question of clearing his name, because the fact is, once you're charged with it, it's there. But if it turns out afterwards that he was exonerated, i.e. found not guilty, then generally speaking, people tend to forget about it. He won't be remembered as a drugs cheat. We're not talking about a Bosnich or a Mutu here, from what I can understand.
OK, Max, thanks ever so much for joining us.
Thank you.